Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Buck Stops Here. We are coming to you from one of the 272 Jan Sabhas or public meetings that have been held by the Aam Aadmi Party on this extraordinary weekend, where they say is a celebration of people power, where they are getting the voices of Delhi to say whether they should indeed form the next government or not. Well, the people of Delhi have spoken, and it seems only a matter of time before that formal announcement expected at 11 a.m. on Monday morning is made. But now with the Congress saying that their support is no longer unconditional, just how long is this experiment going to last? What is the future of this government going to be? Well, I spoke a short while earlier to Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal. Next Chief Minister of Delhi, sir.
We've not yet decided. We will compile all the results.
Yes.
And tomorrow 11 o'clock we'll hold a press conference and tell you.
But already people are already saying, sir, that you only have 2 months in which to fulfill your promises to the people, because after that the model code of conduct will be in place.
So let's see whether if we form the government, we'll deliver our promises.
And you believe you have only 2 months in which to do that? Sir, do you believe you have just 2 months?
Let's see, karenge.
And how many SMSs have you received so far?
मुझे idea नहीं है, because we have to compile.
And very quickly, sir, do you believe the Congress is now saying they are not giving unconditional support anymore?
वो तो जनता देख लेगी, जनता करेगी.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Congratulations. Arvind Kejriwal is right in the middle of a huge crowd of people here at the final Jan Sabha that they have organized, an extraordinary exercise in people power. This is where Arvind Kejriwal will last speak to the people of Delhi. Ankita Mukherjee for NDTV. We're being joined this evening by Saurabh Bhardwaj, victorious Aam Aadmi Party candidate from Greater Kailash. We're also being joined by Delhi Congress spokesperson Ragini Nayak, Pinky Anand joining us from the BJP. But Saurabh, let me begin with you. At the end of the day, we've seen all these Jan Sabhas. You've gone to every municipal ward in Delhi. You've got so many lakh SMSs. What do you believe that this exercise has achieved when you already had a mandate, in a sense, from the people of Delhi?
I think it has reassured the people of Delhi that this party believes in participatory democracy, and look at their faces, they are so excited about this whole exercise. I don't know what people have been, talking about these exercises. Everybody has a right to criticize things, but I think people at the end of the day are very happy that they are being considered, their opinions are being considered for decision makings, which are very critical.
A lot of people are now saying that effectively, even if you form government and indeed you have a swearing-in ceremony on the 26th of December, you are going to have not more than 2 months in which to bring any effective governance, because after that, with general elections being announced, the model code of conduct is going to be in place, and then no new policies can be announced. So what are you saying to those people who are questioning what difference you can make in 2 months?
I can understand there are challenges before us for that, but I think this is known to everybody and it's very natural. Look, our party or our organization has been surviving on the belief that people have on our ideology, and they think like hamari niyat saaf hai. We have a clear conscience. And I think 2 months are enough to, at least
protect. Is a clear conscience enough to run a government? Because people are also now questioning your lack of administrative experience. So what do you say to all the people now who wonder whether you can in fact pull this off or not?
I think I can say them that just wait and watch. We'll do good for the people.
Let's bring in the Congress and the BJP at this point. Ragini Nayak, the Congress seems to have changed its tune from saying unconditional support at a time when it seemed no one was going to be forming the Delhi government, to now saying no, it's not going to be as unconditional as all that. Is your party getting cold feet now that it seems like the Aam Aadmi Party is about to form the next government in Delhi?
Well, Ankita, if anybody is getting cold feet right now, it is the Aam Aadmi Party, and the deference, the indecisiveness, the inertia, the state of stalemate that they have caused in Delhi since last fortnight or 17 odd days is a proof of that. As far as the Congress party and its stand is concerned, I must tell you that we have been very categorical and clear in that. Nowhere in none of the letters or in none of the statements did the Congress spokesperson ever say that we are lending forth an unconditional support. The word was outside support. And if there is as far as the media reporting is concerned,
Even now,
any unconditional
Ragini,
support,
even now,
that support is towards the formation of the government. Because we believe that at this point in time, Delhi should not be burdened, and the people of Delhi should not be burdened with another election. See, democracy is an article of faith for the Congress party. It was the Congress leaders who have institutionalized democracy in this country, and we want to carry it forward. And I don't think there is anything wrong in that. And as far as the Jan Sabha that you are attending, I'm sure, I mean, out of the 128 Jan Sabhas that the Aam Aadmi Party has conducted, in 110 of them, people have actually said that they want to see the Aam Aadmi Party implement and materialize the promises that they have made.
Okay, we'll take that back to the Aam Aadmi Party in a moment, but I just want to get the BJP in here as well. Pinky, when it comes at the end of the day, the BJP was in fact the single largest party. So when you see these Jan Sabhas taking place, when you see that we are going to see perhaps the next government being announced tomorrow, the Aam Aadmi Party forming government, how do you respond?
We are very clear in our response. The Bharatiya Janata Party had made it clear that even though we have 31 seats and we are the single largest party in Delhi, yet we do not believe in horse trading or give and take, and therefore we cannot make a government. I mean, we want to give the people of Delhi a clean government. We want to give the people a clean sense of governance, and we felt that as a minority situation, we could not do that. Therefore, we made our stand. Dr. Harshvardhan made it very clear that we will not form a government. Now, on the other hand, you have the Aam Aadmi Party, which is vacillating. Initially, the statement comes, we will not form the government. We will not support the Congress. We will not support the BJP. Neither will it be the BJP or the Congress support the Aam Aadmi Party. Therefore, there will be no question of government. Now, suddenly you have a change of heart. Obviously, you have the Aam Aadmi Party who wants to have their hand at...
Ankita, I want to come in here. Can I respond?
The question is, there is a complete question of referendum here. You are talking people into saying we don't want to form the government because we do not have the majority. We will not join hands with the Congress or the BJP with whom we've had animosity. That's the Aam Aadmi Party statement saying we don't agree with the philosophies of Congress. We don't agree with the philosophies of Bharatiya Janata Party. Then why are you dilly-dallying and saying we will form a government, we won't form a government, we don't want this, we want this.
That seems to be,
there should be a clear mandate.
Let me take that.
Ankita, I want to respond to this.
Let's get the Aam Aadmi Party candidate here to respond. Sort of very quickly, you're being accused of vacillating, you're being accused of delaying tactics, of wasting people's time. After all, you did get 25% of the vote share in the state already. So then why this entire exercise?
Okay, I think, parties are now in a business that they have to criticize anything which is coming from another party. I think this is not a constructive way. Second thing, I want to ask the official position of BJP, because BJP had been very smart in, floating around a lot of versions of their party. I want to ask Ms. Pinky Anand the official position of BJP. Does BJP want a government in Delhi or they want a re-election? The only practical and feasible solution is that Aam Aadmi Party forms a government with external support of Congress. If there is anything else which is a feasible solution for forming a government, Ms. Pinky Anand, being a lawyer, can tell us. But she should state the official position of BJP as a party, please.
Okay, very quickly, Pinky Anand, respond to that. What is the BJP's
Ankita, I want to respond to this, please.
I like the shifting of the onus of somebody on the Bharatiya Janata Party when we made our stand clear. We cannot and will not form the government because we can't. We do not want to engage in horse trading. As far as the people of this city are concerned, if Aam Aadmi Party vacillates from one end to the other end, if they want to form a government, please go ahead. But please don't take the people of Delhi for a situation which is totally antithetical and say, we don't want to form the government, now we do want to form the government, we don't believe in the Congress, but we want to go forward to the Congress. So, please take your position. Don't ask the BJP to decide the stand of the Aam Aadmi Party. As far as the BJP is concerned,
can I come in, Ankita, please? I need to respond to this. Give me some time, please.
The promises that you have made in the manifesto within a time-bound period.
No, I can't be quick in this. I need 30 seconds time at least, please. See, the thing is that nobody can deny the fact that both the single largest party after the outcome of the elections and the largest party and the second largest party, namely the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, have been shying away from their constitutional and political responsibility. Point number one. Point number two, the BJP suddenly wakes up one fine day and starts to play the saint. I must remind Madam Anand that it's not very easy to break away from your own historical past. People have not forgotten what happened in Karnataka under Operation Lotus. People have not forgotten what happened in Jharkhand.
What is the sermonizing about?
Let us put things
you have 8 seats. Please
if you want to mend ways, Madam Anand, why don't you promise on this channel that you're not going to make any you would not strive to form government even at the national level if your party under the leadership of Narendra Modi would not achieve the magical numbers. Even then you would sit back and say, oh no, we don't indulge in any number games and we are going to sit back in the opposition. You cannot have double standards.
From what we are talking about over here. Ragini, respond to my question. No,
not deviating at all.
Respond to my question. What about
that both these parties are shying away from their responsibility, and it is only the Congress party which is acting as the facilitator in strengthening the democratic process.
Let's have the Nobel Prize for the Congress party, which has 8 seats, which has nothing to do but to
I second the
for
motion.
any kind of support.
I second the motion.
My question to you.
The Aam Aadmi Party has no coalition,
nor
agreement of mind.
Yeah.
My question to you is, many people are now questioning whether the Aam Aadmi Party is walking into a trap or not, Ragini, that, you know, the Congress is not giving unconditional support. They could pull the plug, pull the rug from under their feet at any point. What do you respond to all those now who feel that this is going to be a very unstable government at best?
This seems to be nothing more than a rhetorical question. What the Congress party is saying, what we want from the Aam Aadmi Party is to form the government and do what they have promised. See, we are not setting a trap. It all depends upon how effectively the Aam Aadmi Party would work from now on. How efficient, how capable, how competent they are. If they cannot work, if they cannot fulfill the promises, of course the people are going to be angry with them. What kind of an entrapment is that? Deliverance is an inherent part of the promises that you have made. So you can't say that anybody is trying to entrap them. Whatever they do, they will have the repercussions of that. And they will have to face that. See, in politics, brickbats and garlands come together.
Okay. Ragini, let me just bring Saurabh back into this debate once again. Do you believe that in a sense you're actually in a position of strength? 2 months down the line or 3 months down the line, if indeed the Congress doesn't decide to support you on a critical issue, you can tell the people, here we were, we gave it our best shot, but we didn't get the kind of support that we were expecting.
We are in strength because we have taken people into confidence and people know what we have kept everything so transparent that the trap which was laid for us, we are not trapped in that. And I think, looking at the body language of the spokespersons of BJP, I think they are so frustrated that they don't know what to do now. They can answer all the questions, but they cannot answer the precise questions we place before them. They just are into a rhetoric.
Okay, the questions about the 18-point charter, in fact, that the AAP gave you. But before we go into that, what is going to be now your priority going ahead of your election promises? Because you've made some very, very ambitious promises, including 700 litres of clean water to every household, 50% cut in power tariffs. Do you believe that you're now going to be able to deliver? Because a lot of people are now looking to you to do precisely that. Or have you bitten off more than you can chew?
No, we will start delivering things and you will see that we will do it. For sure. Like electricity, we'll start working on that. Water thing, we'll start working on that. Women security issue, we'll start working on it. Jan Lokpal Kanun, you will see it happening very soon.
You're saying there's no weight of the burden of public expectation on you?
There is a weight because people are expecting a lot and we respect that. And that will give us a lot of strength to deliver things.
All right, let's get some voices of the people who are gathered here today. A lot of Aam Aadmi Party supporters also. They're all wearing the caps that have become such a symbol of these elections. But, ma'am, do you believe, and if we can give her a mic, that the Aam Aadmi Party is indeed capable now of showing what good governance is to the people of Delhi?
मेरे हिसाब से तो दिखा सकती है क्योंकि एक नया इंसान अपनी सोच को, ये मेरी अपनी परसेप्शन है, दिस इज माई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, आई एम नॉट सेइंग अबाउट आम आदमी, बट मेरी अपनी सोच है कि वो दिखा सकती हैं और नए लोगों की सोच होती है कि कुछ नया दिखाएं और ये जनता भी चाहती है कि कुछ नया देखना चाहती है। हर बार भ्रष्टाचार यही सब चीज देखा उन्होंने, परेशानी झेली है, तो वो भी कुछ नया देखना चाहती है और जब आम आदमी दिखा रही है, कह रही कि मैं दिखा सकती हूँ,